Producers Lauren Shuler Donner and Hutch Parker. Who wants first question on this one?
They don't give you any rest, do they? You're just like bang, bang. One thing that was really important to Jim and I was that, of course, this film is based on a famous comic book set in Japan. But as we made the film, we were constantly thinking about how this film would feel to the Japanese people. We wanted them to be proud of how we show their country and their customs and culture. Well, you know, that's a good question about trailers in general, I think, but it's not that he chooses. I don't want to give too much away, but you've inferred something that may not actually be true. So, of course, that'll make a big difference to you. I understand that might be upsetting.
Yeah, it kind of is, because, you know, it's really cool about just the Wolverine having to live forever and all that pain that he comes.
I think you're spending too much anxiety before seeing the movie.
Of course,
yeah.
I always do.
You should see it and then get really pissed or not.
Trust me, I'm going to be the first one to see it on
No, but I
Wednesday.
think that you may be more satisfied with what you experience in the film when it's not upcut to 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
Yeah,
But you know what is in the film, and I don't mind saying, and you can feel that from the trailers, is imagine being 200 or 300 years old and living with the fact that everyone you've known or loved has passed or died, or in the case with Jean Grey, the love of his life, he killed her, you know, as he'd become Dark Phoenix. At the end of X-Men 3, he kills her and then roll credits, you know. So finally in this movie we get a chance to live with what haunts Wolverine, what it is like having that sort of immortality, being who he is, and knowing that his strengths bring destruction, pain, and loneliness as well. So he questions the burden that is his life, but I'm not going to say he chooses it.
Okay.
Well, there's a couple things. One proudest moment would be my long-term association with this guy right here, just realizing about halfway through that I was really proud of what we were making, and that just on a simple friendship basis and an emotional basis, you can go back 12 years, and I can remember working with him and being very proud and just where we have come to, just on a simple gut level, that. But on a movie level, I think that what I'm really proud of about the film, and what I think we worked very hard to do, was to deliver intense action to the fans with Wolverine, but also to deliver a drama, to deliver character work, deliver an actual movie in which between the set pieces of action, there weren't set pieces of action, but actual scenes with characters dealing with the ramifications of what had happened and where they were headed. And I think that was really the big goal for all of us when we got involved in this, was to somehow figure out if we could both let the reins go, even go further with intensity, and at the same time carry an audience through what would be scenes that would be dramatic in nature and not feature an explosion, you know?
Wonderful, thank you.
I might just add to that because I want to compliment him. But Hutch was working at Fox when I first began X-Men 1, and this woman here, Lauren Shuler was the person who picked up my audition tape when I was playing Curly in Oklahoma from the bottom of a pile, which probably was chucked out of a window as well.
Wow.
And that audition I did 7 months before I had a callback, and there was only one reason. That's because Lauren was saying, you should check this guy out. So if there's one person who knows me as an actor and has championed me, Lauren said to me after seeing the movie, this is the best you've ever been as Wolverine. And I immediately replied to her, well, thank you, but that's because of him. Because I'd forgive a director walking onto a set with an actor who's played a role 5 times before of saying, listen, you do your thing, I'll worry about everything else, but he never did. With me, with all the other actors, Rhea Tao, who've never been in a movie, for example. He really, I think, got the most out of all of us.
Thank you.
That's wonderful, thank you.
It's so rare that an individual character can become kind of bigger than the movie that he started in. And I can't even think of a corollary besides Wolverine that's done that. How that can jump from, movie to movie and show up in great kind of unexpected places sometimes. What's your impression of the character, and can you ever see leaving him? He's so perfect for you.
Well, I think, thank you, but I think you're slightly exaggerating it. And around about Memorial Day next year, you'll see that you're slightly exaggerating because the X-Men movies are beloved all around the world. And actually, if you go back to the comic book series, the Wolverine sort of spin-offs are very, very popular. But the X-Men series has always been kind of the foundation. I think what X-Men did, and Wolverine's a great example of it, is invent a way to make superheroes human. Complex, flawed, interesting. That's why they're played by so many interesting and different actors. That's why so many great directors take them on, because there's an opportunity for something very, very human as well as something spectacular. When I grew up, I loved Mad Max. I loved Dirty Harry. I couldn't get enough of him, right? Because that's who I thought was cool. That's who I wish I was like. And in a way, I think Wolverine fills that. That kind of archetype. He's a bit of an anti-hero. Deep down, he's a good guy, but he's never a nice guy. And he's conflicted, and he is, in a way, flawed. But at the same time, he's just the last person you want to piss off. And there's something really cool about that.
Awesome. Thank you.